Three, three, and seven.
Morning. I wonder, you are two brothers or sisters?
No, we're just friends.
Just friends. It look like similar. Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. I love.
Mine's just the opposite.
Yes, we are 여자가 노래. Yeah, we did
You
it.
guys always sit right behind us, don't you?
I always hug only your husband, but I
Give a hug.
yeah give her. Happy Sabbath.
Janine, you got finer candy. How are you? Have you been traveling?
Yeah.
It's natural. I'm non-gray.
Really? You're natural?
It took me like 13 months to get here.
Hair is natural.
Yeah, this is curly micro. And no frosting, just gray because of this noise.
I used to be blonde. I was 7 years ago. I stopped blonde. I ended up with color.
Change numbers.
Tell me something you're great. Washing the dishes, cleaning the house. Hey, what are you guys doing later today? Oh, we don't work on Sabbath, so oh well. Man, I got house, dishes, and table team here. We have a new Thrive ministry coming up. Okay, so I want to tell you guys a story about when I was asked to do some service. And it's not typical service. It was something, when God created Adam, I think he had a really great idea. But I think he looked at Adam and he's like, this brother needs help. And then he created a wife for Adam. And after a while, even God said, you know what? It's not enough. So he gave men not just a wife, but a mother-in-law also. And then he knew it was good. That verse isn't in there, but it should be. But anyway, I travel with my wife. Usually once a year we'll go up to Canada to visit family, and we'll see the whole family. And this happened a long time ago. We were just kind of married for 2 or 3 years. So when we were up there, there's always a lot of projects that happen up in Canada that never seem to happen when I'm not there. So when I got to Canada, I got my list, and my wife said she volunteered me for anything that her mom needed done, which I love. So her mom and her stepdad decided, you know what the big project was when I got there? And I was super excited when I heard this, and you guys will be too. They said, we are going to fix and clean, and I know some of you guys are really good cleaners, we're going to fix and clean the toilet. And I could only think one thing, like you guys, yippee! Now, I can't tell you that I know a lot about toilets. I probably know about what you guys know. In some homes, a toilet is just a gigantic target that no one seems to be able to hit, right? If you're a household of only men, you know what that means. That's why women are more helpful. So, I was super happy to help doing anything I could, but I didn't know really, cleaning the toilet, what does that mean? It means we scrub the toilet, wipe down the toilet, we're good. It's like, no, not this time. This was going to be a major overhaul of the toilet. So then my mother-in-law gave me goggles, like when you're swimming, and a mask and gloves. Okay, the gloves, I'm into that. Totally into the gloves. The goggles? The mask? I don't know what we think is happening here, but it's not happening in my mind. So I did the thing that men do. I made my own rules. I don't need the goggles or the mask, because I'm not going to be that close to anything. Anyway, I found out not only were we cleaning the toilet, we were replacing the toilet altogether, because this toilet apparently didn't work very well. So we went in the restroom, and there it was, growing up out of the ground, like good toilets do. And we heated up the base of the toilet, and there's a seal around the base. And you can start rocking the toilet back and forth, and you can take it out. So we turned off the water, we flushed the toilet so everything's gone, and then we actually took the toilet out of the restroom, which makes no sense to me. That's where it needs to stay forever. And then my stepdad-in-law got this really, really, really long piece of metal, and it's called a snake. And he took the snake and he put it down in this drain that no one should ever look in, by the way. He put it all the way down the drain. And you know what he quietly said under his breath when he did that? Satan lives here. That's not theological, it has nothing to do with the story, but he really said that. So we snake that drain. And the reason why you do that is it gets rid of anything that's plugging that you can't see, like way down the drain. And then you pull it back out and you don't look
진짜
at it.
좋네.
Don't do that. So anyway, we got the snake, we got everything ready, and the drain was wide open. And I was like, again, super happy to be there, had my gloves on. So this is where I come into play. Because, okay, now you're going to carry the toilet out to the yard, and we're going to clean it completely. Now, I thought when we said replacing it, we're going to get a new one. No, we're just going to super clean this one up. So we took it out to the backyard, and we put it on the ground, and we started, scrubbing it down and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, now we're going to wash it off. So I went to get the hose. He goes, no, not the hose. We have a power washer. So a power washer is like a hose that's really, really, really powerful, right? I was like, okay, that makes sense. So we have now gotten a lot of things that were sticking to parts of the toilet in the under that you can't see, and they're all like really loose, like just the word debris comes to mind. So we're gonna now blast it off the bottom with a power washer. So we pump up the power washer, it has an air compressor, so it makes a lot of noise. And he said, okay, you're gonna wash it with the power. Okay, I know how to use those, no problem. So I step back a little bit, and have you guys, let's take a second here. Have you guys ever, you said, who here washed dishes? Okay, some of you guys wash dishes. So have you guys ever watched the cutlery, like the forks and the knives? And particularly a spoon. Have you ever washed a spoon? Okay, you know what happens when you put a spoon under the tap? The water just goes in every direction, doesn't it? Think about the shape of a toilet for a minute, shall we? I wasn't really thinking this through. So I took the power washer, and I was about like 3 feet away, because I wanted to really make sure I got this thing. So I turned it on, the power washer, and the water came like super high pressure. Probably should have tested. And it hit the toilet super hard. And of course it was cleaning everything out. But it acted just like a giant spoon. The water came back at me like a wave. It went in my mouth and my eyes. What would have happened if I had listened and taken my mother-in-law's advice and had goggles and mask on? But I didn't. So they were actually watching from the front window. When I turned around, the look on their face was probably as horrifying as the look on my own. The funny thing was, my wife didn't kiss me for about a year after that. But that's not important. The point is, when people ask you to help, when people ask you for service, we always got to say yes, right? We're Christians. We want to always do the best we can do. So that's why I said yes, even though I really didn't want to do that service, and I probably never will again, but it's something where when people ask you to do stuff, like wash the dishes, like clean your room, clean the table, it's awesome that you guys do. Because we're going to hear a story today about someone who was asked for service, and they totally said yes, even though it wasn't maybe something they wanted to do. And before I dismiss you guys, I want you guys to look over here and see Pastor Joe. Where's Pastor Joe? There he is over there. See Joe? Look at that smiling face. Look at it. I want you guys to frame that in your mind. You know why I want you to do that? Because tomorrow is Super Bowl Sunday, and Joe is a huge Philadelphia Eagles fan. So I want you guys to just go and give him a hug now and just tell him, I'm sorry for your loss. You guys can
슈퍼볼에 가서 축하해주라 해놓고는 질 거라고 그래 보니까 웃어. 슈퍼볼에 질 거라고. 그래, 그럴 수 있어. 그럴 수 있어. 진짜. I will never be more than I am right now. Wasn't holding you, so there's nothing I can do to let you down. It doesn't take a trophy to make you proud. I'll never be more loved than I am right now. Going through a storm, but I want to go down. I hear your voice carried in the rhythm of the wind to call me out. You'd cross an ocean so I wouldn't drown. You've never been closer than you are right now. Jerry, you are enough. Jerry, you are enough. I will be constant in every circumstance. Jerry, you are enough. Forever enough. Forever enough. Ever, always enough. More than enough. I don't wanna forget how I feel right now on the mountaintop. I can see so clear what it's all about. Stay by my side when the sun goes down. Don't wanna forget how I feel right now. Jaire, you are enough. Jaire, you are enough. I'll be content in every circumstance. Jaire, you are enough. Forever enough. More than enough. Forever enough. Always enough. More than enough. I'm already loved. I'm already loved. I'm already chosen.